So despite the fact that we have named several owl species based on the tufts of feathers on the top of their heads, like the long-eared owl, the short-eared owl, the great horned owl, these tufts are called plumicorns and have nothing to do with hearing, nor are they horns. Let's talk about plumicorns in owls and other birds. So of the 225 species of owl on Earth, 50 of them have evolved plumicorns. And what's interesting is that the plumicorn-wearing owls aren't all closely related to each other, meaning plumicorns have evolved independently of one another several times in owl species. In other words, plumicorn evolution is convergent evolution. So what's the function of plumicorns? And I'm going to be honest, before researching for this TikTok, I thought we knew. I thought I was going to do a search and there would be a bunch of papers looking at the function and evolution of plumicorns and owls. Turns out there are zero. Nobody has done any rigorous research on the function and evolution of plumicorns and owls. We can only hypothesize. And when you talk to owl biologists, animal behaviorists, and evolution folks, two hypotheses tend to rise to the top in explaining the function and evolution of plumicorns. First, some researchers suggest that the plumicorns of owls could serve a similar function to the horns of lizards and snakes, and if you're interested in that evolution, just follow this comment back to the TikTok I made, and that is that the horns essentially break up the outline of the head, making the animal more cryptic or camouflage, and that could be really important for owls that sleep during the day. Breaks up the outline of the head, making them look more like a part of the tree. And the second and more popular hypothesis to explain the evolution of plumicorns is that they function in owl communication. So plumicorns are nothing more than tufts of long feathers that are anchored to muscles just under the owl's skin, and owls have full control of raising and lowering the feathers of the plumicorn. And so in that way, plumicorns probably play a similar function to the external ears of many mammals that obviously serve as sound receptors, but also play a really important function in communication. Just think about the way a dog uses its ears and the orientation of its ears to indicate curiosity versus aggression. Owls will do the same thing with their plumicorns.